Hey team, first of all, let me reiterate how much I like going to conferences because I get to work on the business rather than working in the business. What does that mean? When I'm working on the business, it means I'm getting to think strategically about business plan, things that we may need to change, large scale issues. I'm taking a real macro look at things and thinking about how to improve. When I'm working in the business, I'm worried about more focused, smaller things like why is this employee leaving us, or why is this customer grumpy, or what's our problem with security at this with this vulnerability. It's detailed stuff that doesn't really matter on the year or decade basis. It's small things where if I'm working on the business, it's large scale things. But so I love going to conferences because that I'm going to several conferences coming up soon. So this is just one for a couple days this week, very short one. But I'd like to talk about employee-centric companies versus customer-centric companies. Both are good approaches. The customer-centric companies are really focusing on customer experience, which is important and it's awesome. When a company is able to just focus on customer experience, they're able to really tune everything for the customer. Make sure the customer is super happy with everything, have a customer persona, and have a customer journey map, and really just custom tailoring everything for the customer. Downside is customer says jump, you jump. Everything the customer says, customer's always right kind of thing, is what you're running with. Now, the employee-centric company is a little bit different. How is it different? An employee-centric company is putting the employee first. So if the customer wants something done tonight and it's inconvenient and it doesn't work for the employees, we're not pressuring the employees to get it done for the customer. Where in the customer-centric company, we probably are. We're putting undue stress on our people in order to make that customer happy. So that's really where the difference is. Employee-centric companies are really focused on making the employee happy, and as a result, as long as the mission and the vision of the company is supports growth for that customer, and as long as there's a why, the why for the company is really about the customer. It's like to give our customers great, XYZ, or give them the most secure environment for virtual desktops, for instance, or give them the most secure email solution. Whatever your why is, to stop them from being hacked and experiencing financial loss and all that kind of stuff. Fighting against the bad guys. If your why for the company is around the customer, but you're running an employee-centric company so that you are giving utmost respect to your employees and really making sure you're going out of the way to make them first. So you're enabling them, you're giving them accolades, you're doing what you can to improve their quality of life, they'll bend over backwards to serve your customer then. So that's the pro of the employee-centric company. If you are an employee-centric company, they'll bend over backwards for the company. They'll bend over backward for the company's customers because they understand that those customers impact the performance of the company, which is taking such good care of them. That builds that company loyalty and that kind of experience that everybody wants. What happens is so many of us are customer-centric, so we put a lot of pressure on our staff, like an unfair amount of pressure on our staff, on our employees. Sorry about that lens flare from that light. To perform. And you must get 10 tickets done a day. You must have, 50 sales, by the end of the quarter. You must have this or that. We're really driving them based on on customer, metrics. And that's really, it might be good to have visibility on them. But if we're driving our staff based on customer satisfaction, based on customer wants, then we're not really an employee-centric company. We're really a customer-centric company. Anyway, you feel the difference. You really feel the difference. I've always tried to be kind of a customer-centric company and give the customers really what they need and everything. And as a result, it kind of turns some employees off, and I've lost people over that. So what that's taught me is I really need to go out of the way to focus on my employees. And when I had talked about the people versus profits decisions and things like that, in previous episodes, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you're making a conscious decision to make your employees number one. All right, so how do you do that? Well, number one, frequent meetings with them. Include them in decisions. Don't make decisions in your own little executive bubble. You actually want to include them. And that's how you can tell a lot of companies that I've been in that they aren't employee-centric, that they're customer-centric. We're focusing on CSAT scores and NPS scores, but we're not really focusing on sharing any of this planning with our team. Our team is not even involved. Our staff, our employees have no idea what our corporate plan is. It's that inclusion that makes them feel like they belong there. And there's a lot of other things, great benefits, great pay, etc. Treating your employee right so that they treat you right and the company right and your customers right. So there's a lot to it, but I just wanted to give a little rant while I'm traveling around that topic. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.